welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to chat with you all today about Client Direct's best loan officer comp in the industry. Welcome back to everyone joining us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube, also everybody in our Facebook group. If you are watching us from one of the other platforms, just know we have a Facebook group, Best Loan Officer Comp in the Industry. I encourage you guys to go join. You can watch all of our lives there, recordings, but even better, join the conversation so we can keep this going. All right. Welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm Andrea Walker, Client Direct Mortgage. I get to oversee all things marketing, branding, and most of all, recruiting. So I have been in the finance industry for, gosh, I think a little bit more than 16 years now, actually. Been with Client Direct Mortgage since about 2021. Have talked to hundreds of loan officers, have recruited hundreds of loan officers. So I'm so excited to chat with you all today about why we feel like what we've developed is the best loan officer comp in the industry. All right, so we have a full agenda. We'll run through everything from what the per file fee is to how we cap you out, putting more money in your pocket, and then our platform, our process, and all of that fun stuff. So it's a lot to get through. Let's just dive on in, all right? And we start with what we feel like is one of the best things that we have to offer. So on every file, we charge $1,250 per file, right? Loan officer pays that to the company on every file up to 16 files annually. All right. After 16 files annually, all of that goes to you. No more paying the $1,250. Company margin goes to you. This is revolutionary in the mortgage industry, right? Real estate has done this. You guys know the top realtor firms that have done this, but not so much on the mortgage side. So we're bringing this to the table, and we are capping you out at $20,000. That's the $1,250 times 16. So after you reach that, file 17 and on for that year, all of that, all of the money that's on the table for that loan, whether it was going to the company previously or not, all of that is going to go to you as a loan officer on that file. This is a huge deal for my loan officers that are doing great business, out there hustling, even with the market the way it is, and bringing in loans, but giving a lot back to the company that they work with, right? We are putting that money in your pocket. After 16 loans, everything goes back to you, right? That's on non-Dale and on brokered loans, all right? So your compensation, we have a super flexible compensation plan. You tell us what your BIPs are going to be. You want to be super competitive and take home 100 BIPs and have more deals, more power to you. You want to take a little bit more on every single deal, even though you may not have as many deals, and you want to come in at 200 BIPs, more power to you. We allow you to tell us what your BIPs are going to be, and we have the infrastructure to set that accordingly. 1099 in every state that allows us to, all right? We're 100% commission. And no matter what you set your BIPs at, we have the flexibility in our system for you to add pricing incentives. So if you have a deal that you're trying to match, that they got a great deal somewhere else, and you want to add a pricing incentive, you can do that instantly in our pricing engine. No need to call up a manager or get an approval. You have the power to offer pricing incentives on each of your loans. So we're a mortgage brokerage. Of course, we're going to broker, but we also have the flexibility to go non-Dale as well. So we have about 20 plus non-Dale lender partners, about 80 plus on the straight broker side. So hundreds of loan products across the board. And when we have a loan officer who has worked with a previous lender that we may not have, no problem. Our lending team, our licensing team will reach out and bring that into our fold so we can add that particular investor for you. All right. So we do everything. I mean, conventional government backed, non-agency, non-QM. We even take it a step further. So because of our amazing relationship with our investors, we're able to offer our loan officers free credit reports, free rapid rescores, right? So let's get our clients a better deal, no matter if they're at 680 and we're trying to bump them, or they're at 710 and we want to bump them. We can do rapid rescores to get our clients better deals, and EPO waivers with certain lenders. Huge, right? We all been talking about EPOs lately. We know how much of a big deal that actually is. We're offering that to our loan officers. All right, next up, business development and leads. Huge piece of the puzzle, especially with the market, where the market is right now. So we offer mortgage leads, realtor leads, and for our loan officers that are actually recruiting and growing their teams, or branches that we bring over. I don't know if you guys have seen our past webinars on how a branch can succeed within our company. So our folks that are growing their teams, we even give you loan officer leads, right? Because that's the pool that I get to work most closely with. So I'm always excited when folks are trying to grow their teams. And so my efforts on the corporate level are sent down to all of our branches and all of our loan officers that are looking to grow their teams. So on the mortgage side, we have 1 million plus credit verified leads in our system, right? These are people that we bought leads with 2021, 2022 that are in our system, ready for loan officers to give a call and get them a better rate, because rates are much better than what they were previously. We have a top realtor registry. So we went out and looked at all of the realtors that have closed at least 12 deals a year, right? One deal a month on the buy side. There was 57,000 of them nationwide. We put that into our Salesforce platform. And you, as a loan officer, when you come into the company, you have access to those realtors to be able to create referral relationships to get deals through the door. All right. Business development. So on the real estate side, on working with realtors, what we've developed is a business development program where you can compensate a realtor for a lead that they provide you. Let me just go to realtorsbizdev.com really quickly. You can go check this out. This is where we send our realtor partners who are interested in being compensated on the leads that they provide us, right? So they can get up to 1% of the loan amount on any lead that they send over. They are a W-2 employee of Client Direct Mortgage, but they are on your team and they are part of your referral network, right? But they're getting compensated, which is huge right now, given everything that's going on in the real estate industry. If they can find another way to get compensated on these deals that they're already doing, part of their everyday work, why wouldn't they move forward with you? So we've created the infrastructure to be able to do this compliantly. And many of our loan officers are taking advantage of this. And so many realtors are excited about it. So another huge program and a piece of the puzzle that we've brought in to make it easier for you to take more money home and create more or stronger referral partnerships. All right. So that's business development. That's leads. Let's talk about platform. You guys probably know our company was founded by our lead loan originator, Ramon Walker. He has an IT background and he spent a lot of time going deep with some top Salesforce executives to create our all-in-one platform. So all of our loan officers are remote. Everybody works from wherever you're calling home or their virtual offices, right? But we wanted to make sure we created a platform where everybody can access a web-based, nothing that needs to be downloaded into a computer. So a web-based infrastructure where you don't have to be logged in to so many platforms simultaneously to get your job done, right? So our all-in-one platform is Meridian Link. That's the LOS that we use. It's an enterprise level LOS. Many of the top big banks use that same LOS. Salesforce, that's going to be your CRM. The POS, so how you're taking the application, whether you're doing it yourself or whether your client's doing it securely on their end, that all gets integrated back into Salesforce. Our pricing engine and the ability to instant quote is integrated into Salesforce, but you also can do that in our LOS and Meridian Link as well. All the client and operations communications. We'll talk about processing in a moment, but it's super important that everybody's on the same page about a file, right? We never want siloed conversations, things getting lost in email chains or on voicemails or in text messages. We're super diligent here about talking about the client on the client record in Salesforce. So even if you never touch anything or you have nothing to do with the appraisal, you still know every single detail about what's going on with that appraisal in VOE and everything else that our processing team in-house is going to take care of for you. So you see the action on your file, you see it moving forward, even though we do not insist that you're involved with it. All right. So all that communication happens in Salesforce, and you can see it even if you're not at your computer, right? We have a mobile app for your iPad, for your phone. Make sure you're abreast of everything, even if you're not in your office. And of course, phone, texting, all integrated into the same system. All right. We're just trying to make it easy and make it more efficient for you to be able to focus on what we like to call income producing activities, right? We don't want you twirling your fingers trying to get the loan through down the road that you already worked so hard to get in. Let us take that loan down the road. I'm getting ahead of myself talking about processing, but it's all intertwined, right? We created the technology that allows us to work efficiently and show you without calling and telling you that, hey, we got this. Now you can focus on income producing activities. So bringing more deals into your pipeline, right? Cultivating those referral relationships so that those people can bring more deals into your pipeline. So on the processing side, we do offer full service in-house processing, right? We have an internal team that will take your file all the way from disclosures sent out down to CTC. Of course, we keep you abreast of it. We want you chatting and talking and keeping your client updated, right? In between the automatic updates that come from our system. But we don't want you focused on processing that file. We want you focused on bringing on new business. That said, we talked to a good number of loan officers that may already have contract processing relationships. Let's say you have someone that's been doing your files for years. You don't want to leave them. You have a great relationship. Wonderful. We will fold them into our process. We will make sure they know how we work on the processing side. They can continue to process your file. They can get paid for that, but they'll fold into our process to make sure everything is smooth, right? So again, best of both worlds when it comes to processing. We can take it whether we're doing the file ourselves or whether you have a contract processing relationship, and then we can keep that going for you. All right, next up, let's talk about onboarding and training. So onboarding, we host weekly onboarding sessions. It's a combination of self-paced through our learning management system that we use called Trainio, which is amazing. It's sequential self-paced courses, right? So everyone builds, every module builds upon itself. And then it's also live support. So the way it looks is Monday of the week that you're onboarding, because we onboard every Monday, you'll get all of your logins with access to Trainio, and you'll do the first couple modules that literally just takes you through setting everything up. Tuesday, you'll come to our live session where we'll walk through with you to make sure you could get all those logins set up. If you couldn't, we're going to fix that on the spot. And then we go through all of those, what I talked about on the platform side, we'll walk through each of those to make sure you know what that platform is for, you know how to use it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're back to self-paced. You're doing this at home, you're watching the modules, you're practicing, you're putting in an application as if you were a borrower, so you can see the borrower portal and know what that looks like. You're pulling quotes and texting them off to yourself to make sure you see what a lead sees when you're sending them an instant quote. You're getting your file to the point that you want our team to disclose it for you. So you have practice doing that before you have a real file. So you're going to practice the system the rest of the week. And then you have a support person who you can go back to for questions, hop on, share a screen, and go through anything in detail. We have an SOS line for questions. Everything from products to structuring a loan. That SOS line is amazing. Pricing and scenario desk, our knowledge base. So of course we get a ton of questions that is not the first time we've gotten that question, right? So every time we get a question that we feel like is going to be common, we create an article in our knowledge base that you can search by keyword and get a quick answer to the questions that you may have. Now, if it's a question that's particular to you and it's unique to you, it's about a deal, it's about a client, whatever the case is, you can always put in a support ticket, and that support ticket will be routed to whatever team that needs to go to, from IT to pricing and all that fun stuff. Pathfinder is another great tool that we utilize that comes through one of our awesome investors, Rocket, backed by Google. It's a great another sort of knowledge base where you can type in keywords and be able to get your answers quickly, whether it's about their product or whether it's about guidelines and such in general. Amazing tool. Video libraries, so that goes along with our knowledge base. We've done a ton of videos. You're going to get a glimpse of that when you do Trainio in the beginning. You'll walk through many videos that have been done by me or my team to get you acclimated with our system, right? So you'll go through that training, that onboarding the first week, but you're still going to have questions, right? Doing a test application is it's a little bit different when you have a real one, right? And you're in the middle of it. So we made it easy for you to be able to reach out to us, whether it's going to one of the articles or calling up our SOS line or putting in a support ticket, right? So we're still going to hold your hand until you get familiar with our system and with our process. All right. Coaching. So we've done a ton of coaching over the years. We have an amazing prospecting strategy program. And I'm actually just going to bring up that website really quickly. All right, cdmrevshare.com. Go ahead and check out this website if you have not. We did drop this link in the Facebook group, so you can scroll down and grab it there. What I want to show you guys is our prospecting strategy program. What that looks like, we dive into connecting you with realtors who have listings that would work for you to be able to bring in buyers, right? So take a look at that. It's an awesome program to grow your referral network and get connected with realtors. We have a call center that reaches out to realtors on a daily basis, letting them know about the awesome program that we have access to. Again, thanks to our great partnership with Rocket, $7,000 in free down payment funds for buyers in specific counties and on specific listings. So our call center is calling those realtors every day. I'm one of the folks that takes those calls, and I talk to realtors. And this is on these are listing agents, but I'm talking to realtors and letting them know that, hey, your listing is eligible for up to $7,000 in free funds. And they're like, what? Who? Tell me more, right? And so we go as far as creating marketing materials and a co-branded website for that realtor. So when they are having open houses, when they are having showings, or even if they don't do that, they at least can put some verbiage on the broker's remarks in the MLS to tell buyers agents and to let buyers know that, hey, I have free $7,000 on this property if you are interested in buying it. It has the response from realtors has been amazing. They then say, Andrea, I have these other 12 listings. Can you see if these are eligible? And even the ones that may not be eligible, what other loan products can you get me? Because it sounds like you have access to some great loan products. And so we've connected with, myself personally, I've connected with at least 80 plus realtors in the last 4 weeks, right? So if you're a part of that particular program, you're part of that group, you're going to get those transfers to be able to talk to realtors directly. And it's funny. It's not funny. I actually talk to a lot of realtors too who also support buyers, right? They're buyers agents as well. I had one realtor on Monday say, like, look, I have buyers in these 2 counties. Let me know what listings in these 2 counties I should be showing my clients to let them know that I could get them a free $7,000. Sent him those. He's gotten back to me today with a couple of potential buyers that have filled out his funnel in his form. So there's a great opportunity here for the loan officers that are willing to kind of take a little bit of a different approach in working with realtors, but leveraging the products or the access to awesome products that we have because of our relationships with certain investors. All right, back to coaching manual. We have a ton of content about loan officer development, time management, accountability, a ton of scripts. Our CEO, Ramon, has done over in his career 250 plus million in loan origination. Started out with absolutely no network, right? And so he has developed amazing scripts that our other loan officers have found success with. We give you access to all of those that you can take and make your own. But also, we teach you about specific products like the $7,000 in free funds and how to approach it to make it beneficial for you, right? How to work smarter, not harder. All right, coming to a close here. Naturally, you know, when I talk to loan officers, I won't call them my loan officers yet. When I talk to loan officers, we talk about, you know, it's clear they're chatting with me. They're going to go chat with the other lenders and compare apples to apples or apples to oranges to see who's better, right? And so we've done some of that work for you on this slide, right? So client direct mortgage versus some of the other brokers that are out there, what we offer versus what they offer, right? And I think, you know, the top two are the huge ones, the top three, actually, well, the top five, really show our differentiation versus some of theirs, right? And so we cap you out at $20,000 annually. 16 files at giving us $1,250. All the money on that, all the net revenue on that loan, the net compensation goes back to you as a loan officer. With these other companies, with Barrett, with C2, with Edge, with Nexa, you're still going to pay them for the rest of the year per file on every single file you bring in. You stop paying us, you continue to pay them, right? Flat fee, we're $1,250. You can see how much the rest of these are, right? But remember, after $1,250, after 16, no more $1,250. The EPOs are huge. EPO waivers, it's a big concern of a lot of our loan officers. So we've taken care of that for you. The credit reports, the rapid rescores, the rest of it we kind of talked about already. So I won't go into detail about that, but we'll get this posted up for you guys so you can take a look at it a little bit more in detail. All right. I would love to continue this conversation. Appreciate everybody that's joined. Reach out to me at andrea@clientdirectmtg.com. All right. You can find me, you can DM me on any of the apps as well. Oh, I had a quick question. All right. So someone asked, does the business development program apply to builders, sales reps as well? Yeah, I would say they do. You know, we can figure out, we have different referral partners that walk through life in different ways, right? Maybe it's not a realtor, but it's somebody else who is in contact with potential buyers that can refer leads to you. So yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. We'll figure out a way to do it. But we do have other referral partners that aren't necessarily realtors. The reason obvious reason why we would target realtors, right? But there's a whole bunch of other people out there that have access or a network of potential buyers. I have one loan officer who actually has a great relationship with a divorce attorney, right? And so these are people who may be purchasing and she has referrals that come through her relationship with this divorce attorney as well. So absolutely, it comes in all shapes and sizes. All right. Thank you, everybody. Super appreciate you joining. Feel free to DM me on any of those platforms or reach out to me via email and we'll keep the conversation going. All right. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. Thank you.